So Texas is not an alimony state, but they do have spousal support. You can do spousal support really on two axes. During the proceedings, you can get what's called interim spousal support. Imagine a situation where there's a stay-at-home spouse. We get a divorce, the parties are going to move out and separate. Well, how's that stay-at-home spouse going to be able to afford to live? They don't have a job, they don't have any relevant work history, don't have a resume. So the court could order the other spouse to pay some money in interim spousal support so that the stay-at-home spouse, isn't living under a bridge during the proceedings. All of the income that is made by the parties is community property, right? So the court is dividing the community estate during the pendency of the divorce to provide for the spouse that needs the extra money. Post-divorce spousal maintenance depends on, typically speaking, it depends, you got to have at least 10 years of marriage, and then the spouse claiming the need has to show that he or she can't meet her minimum reasonable needs. That doesn't mean they don't get to live the lifestyle they're used to. That's not the standard. The standard is, can you meet your minimum reasonable needs? And if they can, that's the end of the analysis. If they can't, then we look at whether the other spouse has extra money that the first spouse could use to meet his or her minimum reasonable needs. So, have you been married 10 years? Can you meet your minimum reasonable needs? Does the other spouse have extra money available to give you? And if those three things match up, then you might get an award of spousal maintenance. I say might because, generally speaking, the code doesn't like it. The code is kind of geared to help prevent ongoing spousal maintenance after a divorce. So don't count on that when you're filing.